Good morning, guys. And we are starting our meeting today. I am so excited. We have two executives here from the EazyBot company, and it's going to be an exciting day. We're going to do however it unfolds, and it's going to be a great session. So, first of all, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Jay, and I've been in this Forex market space for about 8 years, just to give you a little bit about myself. And within the last 3 years, we started dabbling in the automated trading services, and we began to do like PAM accounts and just messing around with some high frequency trading. And along the way, we kind of ran into some platforms that were providing some of these things that we were dabbling in. So we decided to jump on some of these, and we learned very quickly that what seems to be long term and legit could actually turn around and bite you in the butt. And so we wised up really quickly and began to prepare like a little strategy. So all my guys and I have pretty much developed a little strategy where when we find a platform, we try to do as much research as we can. We determine this is something that we can make money on. We jump in there, we get some money. Everybody tries to make as much as they can before the thing closes down on you. Of course, when we first started this, some of these platforms were lasting 1 and 2 years, and then now all of a sudden these things could last 1 or 2 days. And I'm telling you that out of experience because we've experienced some kind of rug pull in the last week that lasted something like that, a month, give or take. And so it gets to the point, guys, where you want to see something long term, where you want to see something that's lifelong, where you want to have a dependable product that your money is safe in. And along the way, we ran into EazyBot. And so, not to say anything horrible about these other platforms, we've done really great with them. We've won, we've lost, but in overall, we've made quite good money doing it, and it's been a good ride. But we have come to the conclusion that it is best to ride with something long term, to ride with something safe and secure. And one of the things I love about EazyBot is that your funds are in your complete control. And all you're really doing is connecting your Binance or KuCoin account via API to the dashboard of EazyBot and connecting your bot so that it can go. Of course, the gains are a bit moderate in the market crash that we have right now. Actually, Bren and Susan today will be talking a little bit about everything, and they'll kind of give you more heads up about it. I'm just giving you a quick overview before I turn it over. And it survived that market crash very well. And of course, the market is still down there, kind of trying to recover. So we may see something moderate between 2 and 5%, but in great market conditions, I've heard that this bot can go 10 to 15 and maybe even 20%. And so it's something great to know that you have a product that you can depend on, that your funds are in your full control, and that you have a team that loves people. That's one of the awesome things when I started to connect with Susan and with Bren, with Zach and with David and Mohammed, the CEO. These people are humble people. These people are people that love on people. They love to support, motivate, educate, and build you up. And it takes a level of love for these type of people to reach out. And their whole signature is just loving on people because they're not really trying to make money just all about the money. Everybody wants to make money, and that's great. I want to make money too. But these guys want to build you up. They want to educate you. They want to do everything that it takes to do what it, to build you up and get you going. So anyway, guys, I love this company, and I know all you leaders are anxious to hear from them. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over. I think Bren would be the perfect guy, and then maybe we can toggle back. Maybe we'll turn this into a little podcast here. So we'll just be conversating back and forth. And for you guys that are watching, what we can do is along the way. Just write your questions down, maybe toward the end. If they didn't answer any of the questions that you might have had, then toward the end we'll open for a little Q&A, and then we'll just have them answer your questions for you. So Bren, go for it, buddy. This is Bren, and he is one of the executives, and Susan is also here. I'm going to give him control, and actually I'm going to see if I stop sharing and give you control over here. Let me see if I can. Okay, so I'll stop my share, and I'll turn over control to you, Bren.
While you're doing that, Jay, Zachariah's in the waiting room.
Great. I'll get him right in now. There you go, Bren. You're a host.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Jay. An absolute pleasure. Grateful to be here with you all. Excited to share with you some exciting information about this project, why we chose to align with it and collaborate with something like this, of this nature. And Jay really hit on it. It has been, as we know, it's a bit of a shark-infested waters, cryptocurrency. We do a ton of due diligence, research, sifting and sorting through the marketplace to find reliable, sustainable, long-term projects that you can plant your flag in, that are here for the long term, that you don't have to worry, that allows you to sleep at night, that you can invite your grandmother to, whatever the case may be. Really, this is something that you can really feel good about. And Jay hit the nail on the head. One of the distinguishing features is the fact that people's trading capital stays in the crypto exchange of their choice. That's a big deal in this. There's so many slow rugs, rug pulls, exit scams, companies coming and going. It's at an all-time high, and unfortunately, they take advantage of people's fear, people's naivety, and the anonymity of cryptocurrency, especially in economic uncertainty. They really start to come out of the woodwork. So we see EazyBot as a beacon of light amidst this shark-infested waters. The company has incredible servant leadership. Myself and Susan met with the Chief Operations Officer in third quarter of last year. He gave us the vision of this project that was unfolding. We've stayed tuned in the background, watch it develop and unfold, and we can honestly tell you that these people do what they say. They're a product-driven company. They put people before money, and the product works. So let's talk about that. That's the most important thing here. It's one of the most important things, and that is the fact that this bot is extremely safe. It is a spot trading crypto bot. We've tested over 12 to 15 crypto bots over the last 3 to 5 years. Everyone's a genius in a bull market, but then when the market corrects and takes a big drop like it did in May of last year, where Bitcoin fell 50% in one day, well, guess what? A lot of these bots and the strategies that we're using got exposed for what they were. People were over leveraged, lost money, blew their accounts. With this bot, all you are doing is strategically purchasing cryptocurrency. It's basically what the average investor does when they hear about crypto. They come into the space, they buy crypto, and they cross their fingers and hope and speculate that it appreciates in value. Well, here, it doesn't matter if the market goes down, up, or sideways, this bot can make money. So let's give you a little backstory of how that came to be. First of all, the CEO of this company was part of he was using an Asian bot with anonymous owners, with no transparency, with no customer support. When the market took this dive, he used his background in mathematics and engineering to get people unstuck. He modified parameters to help people dig themselves out of that hole without the market having to go back up, because that's what most crypto bots depend on. If the market's going up, it's great, but if it goes down, they depend on the market going back up in order to sell and get out. However, he found a way to resolve that situation, but it fell on deaf ears. There was when he attempted to communicate this strategy. So him and a few others, many of the individuals he happened to help with no financial incentive to do so. They were on other teams, other communities. Many of them were multimillionaires. They offered to help him fund his own bot if he ever decided to go his own way. A group got together, set out on this mission. And I'll honestly say we got the best possible scenario when we launched this bot the end of March and beginning of April. Yeah, sure, a lot of people were wouldn't it have been nice to launch with the 7-month bull run? Everyone would be making crazy profits, but something even better happened. We got the ultimate test for the bot, because one of the distinguishing features of this bot compared to any other crypto bots out there is its ability to withstand up to a 70% market crash, continue to profit, and not only that, but get out of the trading session without the market having to go back up. And that's exactly what happened. Like Aave, Uniswap, Polygon, a bunch of coins we were trading fell 71, 75%. We can show you that the bot's still making money. Now, this isn't jaw-dropping, flash in the pan Ponzi returns. This isn't your 3% a day, guys. This is long-term sustainable, predictable profits. We're talking in downward, sideways markets. We can tell you what the bot is designed to do. In those market situations when all hell is breaking loose and it's a crypto winter, you can expect, 2, 3, 5% per month. When the market's trending upwards, 12, 15, perhaps 20% per month. There was 2 coins, Tron and CRV, Curve token, that had price action similar to what you would experience in an uptrending market. And over the last 5 weeks, people saw 12% on average with those coins. There's enhancements coming to the strategy, and I can tell you that the CEO is the most transparent, egoless person you've ever met in your life. He's a servant leader. He's open to feedback, and we've many great leaders on this call that's going to bring their knowledge, their wisdom, their experience to the community, and he will be more than happy to invite you into that conversation too, to help guide and spearhead the overall direction of this company. So this is a project that you can feel good about, that you can plant your flag in, that's here for the long term, that can create generational wealth and capitalize on this emerging cryptocurrency market, the perfect entry-level vehicle to capture the massive migration that's happening from traditional finance into decentralized finance, where we have transparency and visibility. And it's called EazyBot for a reason. A lot of bots that we used, it's like drinking from a fire hose. There's 50 input settings. It's not duplicatable. It's like speaking another language. This is streamlined. They've removed the geek requirement. The onboarding process is becoming more and more streamlined, and it literally is a couple of clicks. The bot's set up. Me and my business partner, Susan, put this running most coins on the 3rd of April, and we haven't had to touch it since. So it is quite hands-off when you put it running. Certain amount of management, but the CEO, who better to learn from if you want to pull back the curtain and figure out how the bot actually works. Every 2 weeks, he goes on a call and he's tracking the journey for the whole community, sharing the progress on an 80,000 EazyBot account, trading 8,000 on 10 coins. He shows the performance over time and helps you get insight into the strategy for those that are into that kind of thing. Some people, 99% of people just want to set it and forget it, and that's fine too. But people have to tell me to stop talking because I can keep going. So I'm going to let my business partner, Susan, who I'm very excited to introduce to you all. Susan has over 25 years experience in consulting with networking companies, helping humanize the digital marketing experience. She really helps build brand loyalty, helps scale all types of companies in different market verticals. Her expertise is highly sought after. We have a very powerful collaboration, and I'll let her share a few words,
Thank
Take
you,
the mic,
Brent.
Susan.
Is the mic mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really don't know what I'd have to add after that. No. I would like to start with amongst my marketing experience and just working in the realm of consulting with companies and then high ticket sales, I decided to add Forex trading to my skill set about 6 years ago. And I saw that as an added value, something that I could do on the side to add a layer of income. Once I did, I've absolutely fell in love with trading and the ability to just tap into the market and grab some profits whenever I wanted to. So I thought I it would be a good idea to offer that to others. So actually, Bren and I spent a few years offering Forex trading software to members. And that's what brought us to this place today, really, because sharing obviously a high opportunity for probable insane profits with automated software is a great idea. And it did work sometimes, but the key was the complexity of onboarding customers to the vast amount of settings, as Bren described, that we also found with the crypto bots. And people would lose money because they didn't have the right settings and they would lose their money. So 3 years ago, we decided that's it. We want long-term, reliable, sustainable, and we want to align ourselves with a company that the owners, the executive team have that same goal of really putting the people first, profit, long-term, and sustainable profits. So that is really the direction we were in, and we were solid on that when we met David in that first meeting last September. The executive team is incredible to work with, and what you'll find as leaders is they have a community where leaders are invited into, and you have a voice. They bring changes that they propose that they would like to bring about, and it's voted on. It's an open mastermind discussion. And if a leader raises their hand and comes with an idea for either an enhancement or something they'd like to bring to the community, it's heard. So those are just a few of the things that we really love about the working with the executive team here at EazyBot. It's an added layer onto the solid strategy of the bot. Yeah, so that's the main thing. Anything else, Jay, that you would like to highlight or touch on?
Well, I just also want to say that in today's meeting is more like a leadership meeting. So all of these guys that you see on here are just our immediate leaders. And we're really excited because of the Founders Club is something that we would love to hear more about. Maybe Bren can share. And my
Sure.
idea for that is something like, guys, this is like planting a seed in the ground at this very moment, and you might not even see the fruits of that. But I can tell you that once Bren shows you what this Founders Club is all about, you're going to understand that in 3 to 5 years, this seed that you plant today and are part of will become a tree bearing fruit for a lifetime of residual income. And it's not something that you're going to see immediate. And of course, you know, the gains are moderate to like a hedge fund. And I know that we're all used to getting that 3 to 10% a day with these Hypes and what have you, but this is the type of seed that you want to plant in the ground for the future of residual income. And so I'll let Brent talk a little bit more about that Founders Club, but that's the vision, that's the goal that I have for all of you guys. And the thing is that you guys are right on time, because there's only 1,000 positions to be filled, and they have not been filled. And I don't know if Brent wants to share how many positions have been filled, but maybe it's best that we don't, because we keep everybody excited and pushing toward that goal. So Brent, I'll turn it back over to you so that you can, and you are the host, so you can share your screen. Perfect. And talk a little bit about.
Thanks, yeah, absolutely. The Founders Club is a very exciting and lucrative, time-sensitive aspect to the rewards plan, where the company is going to allocate 5% of its global gross revenue, top-line revenue, for the lifetime of the company. I have a few slides here that I put together. I'll dive in and share with you, but just to paint the picture, there is a lot of companies out there that promise a Founders Club. In fact, there was one recently. One of the things I do is I do deep dives, in-depth reviews of different companies, usually on YouTube. And there's a few companies that have a Founders Club, and they've put the goalpost so far out into the future that they'll already be gone by the time they have to pay it out. I believe some of them are planned in September next year, things like that. This Founders Club is about to start paying out in July. back pay to since we launched, since inception. Let me explain what the Founders Club is, why it's so powerful and lucrative, and what you can do right now to set yourself and your team in motion to achieve this, because there is still spots available, but this isn't, we're talking to leaders here, this isn't about you getting into the Founders Club. The question you should be asking yourself is, how many people on your team can you get to achieve Founders Club? Because by doing that, you're literally locking them in for life. They're putting golden handcuffs around their income. They're not going anywhere if they're making something that's almost like a pay raise every month passively. So what is the Founders Club, first of all? The Founders Club is, as I mentioned, where the company is going to share 5% of total revenue for the lifetime of the company. So all around the world, tens of thousands, eventually millions of EazyBots are getting in and out of the market day and night, 24/7 in the crypto market, buying and selling cryptocurrency. Every time they do that, whether it's a free member or a paid member, 5% of the software service fee that they pay to the bot, a performance fee, goes into this revenue pool. But this revenue pool is elastic, it's expansive, because this is one of the few trading bots, crypto bots out there, especially spot trading bots, that have auto compounding. We'll talk about that here in a moment in more depth, but that means that this pool is going to grow over time. Now, some of you have been part of pools that get diluted over time, but this is different. Also, every time an advanced or VIP sale goes in, it's fed into this pool. That's $50 around the world for every VIP sale, whether it's in Sri Lanka, Argentina, Atlanta, Georgia, whether they're on your team or not, it's feeding into this pool. And here is why it's powerful. It is for the first 1,000 people only. In other words, you will only ever be sharing this with 999 other people. And even 3 years from now, if you fall out of qualification, your seat is not given to someone else. You have the ability to earn back your seat. If 10 people fell out of qualification 2 years, the following month, 990 people would be paid the 5% of company revenue. In other words, you can never lose your spot, and you can always earn back your spot by meeting the qualification criteria again. Now, I'm preaching to the choir here. You guys understand compound interest, but if you look at the blue line on the right-hand side, that represents linear growth. That's an investment where you have a fixed amount of capital producing a return over an extended period of time. However, that red line represents exponential compounded growth, where the money that your money is earning you more money. And that effect compounded over time is how we create wealth. So think about it. That's what's happening here. People's trading accounts, the amount of capital in their crypto exchange, is going to be incrementally increasing over time. Every time the bot closes out a trading session, the next initial entry order, when it buys Solana or buys Cardano, whatever it is, that's slightly bigger every time. So that's extremely powerful. And we've done some hypothetical calculations on what that can look like over time. And we believe this is going to be a retirement income and create millionaires the next 8 to 10 years quite easily. So how do you qualify? The first thing is that you need to personally refer 3 people who each refer 3 people. Again, this is like networking class 101 on day 1. This is easy for you guys, but again, this is about how many people can you help achieve this. Obviously, the wider you go, the more statistically, you're going to increase your chances of finding 3 people who are ready to lock arms with you and run with you and build EazyBot. Second qualification requirement is that you yourself must have skin in the game. You must lead by example. You must be a VIP member. People do what you do and not what you say. So you yourself must be VIP. And then each person in this 3x3 structure, it doesn't matter if they're advanced or VIP, as long as they have a paid membership. It doesn't matter what way they happen to fall, as long as they're using advanced or VIP. And for those of you that are not aware, advanced and VIP is an annual license. It's not monthly. The compensation plans that require monthly autoships, it's a dying business model, in my opinion, and I've plenty of statistical verifiable data to prove that I can show you. But this model, what are we selling? We're selling a passive income producing asset that's safe, conservative, that has incredible risk management. At the end of the day, if anything were to happen to EazyBot 3 to 5 years from now, It won't, but God forbid if it did, people is going to wake up the next morning with crypto in their KuCoin exchange or their Binance exchange. That's the worst case scenario here. So it's long-term, it's safe, so your income's locked in. The other requirement is that they don't want people stacking accounts. Everybody has to have a genuinely be trading in this structure. They must be connected to a crypto exchange via secure API connection and trading with the minimum recommended trading capital, which is 600. The $600 is mathematically calculated to withstand that 60 to 70% market drop, continue to trade and still get out and profit. So I believe I have control. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to allow some people into the room here that are waiting.
Perfect.
So that's the second requirement. Well, we should say third requirement, 3x3 structure. Everyone's has a paid version of the software. Everyone's actually trading. You didn't just go out and buy 3 advanced packages and stack them. And you yourself is a VIP member. So what is the action plan? How do you hit the ground running to achieve this? And really, you should be aiming to get this locked in before the first payout in July. Now, as Jay mentioned, don't expect jaw-dropping returns here initially, but think about long-term, guys. We did some math on this. If and when we reach 250,000 users, and we've only opened up Asia now because we were waiting on KuCoin, and they've been like wildfire in Vietnam and Malaysia and everything. Millions of people are going to be coming into EazyBot. We're going to be trading, there's going to be billions of dollars in trading volume on a monthly basis with accounts that are compounding. So think about it. How many people can you help achieve this? And how do you go about achieving it? The first thing is to help 3 of your personally referred directs achieve Founders Club. As a natural byproduct of that, you're automatically going to guarantee your own spot in the Founders Club, because this industry is driven by reaching down, helping people, taking people with you, and leading by example. And the second step is to prepare your crypto exchange with the minimum of 600 USDT and the 995 for your VIP membership at lock. And again, people do what you do and not what you say. You want to be trading with all available coins. You want to be diversified, because no 2 days in the market are the same, and EazyBot cannot force the market to move. It can only profit based on what the market's doing, and we capitalize on volatility. So me and Susan don't personally trade Bitcoin or Ethereum with this bot. We trade the altcoins that are available. You're given a list of right now 19 coins. There's 12 more coming. These are not just pulled out of the sky with the blindfold on. These are carefully handpicked and selected by the CEO. If a person asks you, what coins should I trade? You just say you choose from the list of available coins. They're checked for market capitalization, the biggest drop they've had in the last 2 years, the stability of the project behind the coin, the amount of liquidity available so that you're never left holding the bag. You've always got someone to sell to. All those factors are taken into consideration. So trade with all available coins, because some weeks you may have a flat week on one coin. Another week, other coins might make a big move with the news release or an Elon Musk tweet. So just be diversified. Share this presentation with your personal referrals. That's the third step. Share this, and we have a concise 6-minute version of this that's dialed in that you can share. That has no referral links, nothing. It's safe to duplicate. Drive this duplication down into your organization, get this presentation out, get people racing for Founders Club, because it's going to drive the right behavior. It's a very powerful part of the comp plan that's time sensitive. And the sooner you qualify, the less people you're going to be sharing the Founders Club with, because there are still spots available. Hopefully that all made sense, guys.
That is such great information, Bren. I don't know if Susan wants to add something to that.
The only thing I would like to add is, as Bren said, locking yourself into the long-term residual income and a position in the Founders Club locks you into that residual long-term income, but also demonstrates and you attract the leaders that want that same thing. So it's really releasing that bind of exchanging your time and energy for money always. And you can do stretches of working as a leader and grinding and building your organization, and then take as much time off as you want, whether it's to layer on additional passive income streams, build another organization somewhere else. And this is just coming in as that long-term income, and your leaders will do the same thing. Your organization will do the same thing if they're locked in with it. So it's just a really powerful position to be in, to lock in that income.
That's awesome, Susan. Thank you so much. Guys, there you have it. I just wanted to make it brief, sweet, short, and to the point, but the Founders Club is something for the future, something for your family, something to fall back and retire on. Yeah, we could have a little bit of fun here and there with these, Bren calls them crypto casinos, and they've had their fair share in this industry as well. And a couple of years ago, they both decided mutually that they would just step out of that realm and really focus on long-term, lifelong opportunities that were safe, secure, and would bring about a great future of residual for everyone. And this is exactly what we're presenting to you guys, to you leaders. So with that being said, this is, like I said in the beginning, this is like a seed being planted in the ground today that we're watering by loving on people and bringing people on board, supporting, motivating, educating, and building them up so that they can also have that seed in the ground to grow into a tree that bears awesome fruit within the next 3 to 5 years. It's not something that you're going to be making crazy money with all these coins now, because it's moderate. It's more of a hedge fund type of gains and growth, a more dependable long-term gains and growth. And this is what we're looking at. We're focusing on the future. We're focusing on just building a long-term residual that will last a lifetime, that you and your family can enjoy. So this is it, guys.
Jay, did you want to talk about the bonus promotion that's going on right now for the month of June? Should we touch on that?
Absolutely. Throw it in there. Yes, absolutely. Take the floor, Susan. Go for it.
All right. So for the month of June, and it was just announced a few days ago. So from now until the end of June, there's a bonus promotion. And what's interesting about it, before I go into the details, and I actually have to pull it up, I don't have it by memory, or Bren, your memory is better if you remember it by memory what it is, but there we have the image to display it. But just before we get to the details of that promotion, this one is small because, as we've mentioned, we're just a few months outside of launch, but I had an interesting conversation with David yesterday on it, and it just demonstrates the generosity right from the corporate owner level. He can't wait until the next promotion and the next promotion. They're looking forward to and calculating in the background as to how they can give the community more, give the leaders that are actively building organizations more. So I just found that really interesting, and it's part of what we love with this executive team here. They can't wait to give more money away. So it's run by prizes or points. So you gather points. There's a first, second, and third, and it's based on subscription sales within your organization. Bren, do you have the details?
I do.
Thank
so
you.
Yeah, it's based on your own personal directs. So how wide you can go essentially is going to be the winner. For every VIP, you get 4 points. For every advanced, you get 1. And if it's an upgrade from advanced to VIP, you get 3 points. Whoever has the most points tallied by June 30th is going to get the first place prize of $1,500. Second place is $800, all the way down to fifth place for $500. So again, it's a nice incentive for people, builders on your team, to be running for that, to really hit the ground running as an extra fast start bonus in the month of June, as you guys are just hitting the ground running with your team. So one of the nice things too about this company is if a person comes in at advanced and they want to upgrade their subscription over time, they don't pay the full price of VIP. they pay the difference, but it's also prorated as well, prorated. So very generous once again by the company, you know, depending if it's 7 months from now when they decide to upgrade from advanced to PIP, they just pay what's remaining in their annual subscription. But Jay brought up a good point related to hedge fund returns. And if you get outside this little bubble of the crypto space right now with these projects, in the real world of finance where the big boys play, if you do 60 to 90% a year, you're on the cover of Forbes magazine. There's something serious happening. But in this world, we're so used to the fast returns. But when people ask me what kind of returns can EazyBot do, I usually give them an annual number, because you need to extrapolate over a long enough span of time to see the law of averages start to play out. Because as I mentioned, we have people in our group where, you know, you can tell why they're struggling financially, because they allow their emotions to interfere with the bot. One of the most powerful things about EazyBot is that a bot never gets tired. It's never late for work. It never demands a pay raise. It doesn't get greedy or fearful. It just does what it was programmed to do. But as soon as people start to manually intervene and interfere with the strategy, and they let impatience get in the way, well, it's that same impatience that has them in the financial situation they're in, with lack of capital. So just let the bot do what it needs to do. There's people in their chat that might come in with the minimum 600, 4 hours past, they're not rich yet. They change to a different coin because someone in the group said that performed well last week. And as soon as they jump into that coin goes quiet for the next 5 days. So just help people. The further into the future you can see, the better your short-term decisions will be. Help people get the long-term vision with EazyBot, because this is a solid foundational project that you can build your community around. By all means, then, you know, take 70, 20, or sorry, I've that the wrong way around, take 20 or 30% of your risk capital that you're willing to lose and play in the crypto casinos, by all means. And then if you get lucky, take that out, feed the solid, sustainable projects with that capital. That's a strategy I think that can really serve people, because really it is quite difficult to find solid projects. It's like a needle in a haystack. We have gone through so many things. Like Jay said, so much smoke and mirrors, very elaborate schemes, from hiring CEOs, shell offices, guided tours with hired actors sitting in front of price charts. Do not underestimate the lengths these people will go. There's a big one recently that walked with 6.8 billion. It's amazing. And if you actually trace it all on the blockchain, it's the same network of criminals. They're moving back in money between different wallets. You know, let's be honest, let's talk real here. And if you knew what that money was going towards, you probably wouldn't participate. So
Bren, I hate to interrupt your I'm going to interrupt your Ponzi pot talk. And whoa, hold it. I would like to take a moment. We have a special guest. David Charles was able to carve out a few minutes to surprise us and join us. Jay, would you please give David the ability to
shooting over there now.
Stop, Bren.
So
he's
sorry,
ranting.
Bren.
Hey, David. Hey, good morning. Good afternoon. How are you guys?
Hey, David.
Hey.
You're amazing. Thank you so much, David, for short notice for carving.
Yeah, that's cool. I was actually enjoying Bren's rant.
Good timing. Good timing,
Yeah,
David. I was about to alienate everyone.
Rant on the crypto casinos. We love it. Good to have you on there, David. Thank you so much. Take the floor, my friend. Take the floor.
Sure. Well, listen, I just want to thank you guys for gathering to talk about EazyBot. You know, we started this journey. Many of you know the story. We started this journey for EazyBot was really in the fall of last year, and it was an attempt to solve a problem that we had found in another solution. And so we didn't start down this journey to build this amazing company, and we didn't even envision that we'd be popping into calls with hundreds of folks on it. But that's where we are today. And so it's always an honor. It's always exciting to be able to show up on a call where people are interested in what we've built and what we're building. And one of the things that I want to say to you guys, if you're on this call today, you're part of something that is at the very, very beginning. And we're just so honored to be a part of building something that in this industry of cryptocurrency, as Bren was just talking, like there's just so much that's going wrong in the industry. There's so many places and pitfalls and, you know, people that have ill intentions. One of the things that we can be really, really proud of, and if you're deciding to go on this journey with us, hopefully you sense that and you'll be able to participate in that, is that we're building a company that's built on integrity, that's built on a heart and a desire to serve people, to open a door for folks that want to get into crypto, want to be able to take advantage of this thing that's happening, this emerging mega trend that's happening all around them. And you know, we're not going to solve all the problems in crypto, but what we hope to be able to do is to provide people an opportunity to open a door to folks that are still just trying to figure it out. You know, maybe in their own innocence, they get caught up in, you know, some of these programs, and maybe in their greed, or maybe they just, you know, they've never learned good financial literacy. Whatever it is, maybe they're just on their own and they don't know what else to do. One of the things that we're excited to be able to do here in EazyBot, and of course, we're going to talk about all the different ways that you can make money through the bot, and you can make money through sharing it with others. But really at the foundation of who we are and what we do is we're building a company that is really also a community of people that are going on this journey of crypto, appreciating that crypto is going to transform the way that we do business, the way that we live our lives, the way that we interact with each other. The world that we know 10 years from now is going to be very, very different than the world that we know today. Very much like the way the internet changed things. You know, there's 140 people from around, you know, different parts of the world on a call today, and we kind of take it for granted. It's, you know, we just jump on Zoom calls without even thinking about it. And so there comes a day where crypto just becomes the way we live and the way we do things. You know, today I have a crypto.com card, and I spend just about everything on that card because they give me free crypto every time I charge something on that card. It's just becoming a way of life. I'm almost annoyed when I have to use my account because I'm not getting anything from it, right? So it's all these little ways that crypto is just going to kind of, you know, ease its way into our life. So the bigger vision for EazyBot, we've got to have a stellar product that works, that people love, that's easy to use. But the bigger vision is that we create an environment where people know that if they're aligned with us, if they're connected with us, if they're on this journey with us, that they're connected with a company and with a community of people that are going to take care of them, that we're going to look out for them, that we're going to support them, we're going to educate them. And at the end of all of that, you get to make money too. And so we're really, really excited to do that. I'm going to hang out with you guys if there's any specific questions that I can tackle for you. I'm happy to do that, but I'm also happy to just be a guest. I'd love to hear the conversation and just be a part of the conversation you guys are having.
Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
David. Sorry, Jay. I just wanted to catch David
good.
up to what we already covered. So this group that you see here in front of you is a group of leaders, and many of them have already locked in, they're registered. A lot of them have their positions already, and some are just in the process of it. So we've been spending a lot of time talking about the longevity, the long-term potential of EazyBot because of the stability of the strategy, but also the stability of the executive team. And then Bren had just finished going through the presentation that you're very familiar with for the Founders Club. And that, so your timing of coming in was impeccable because we had just finished talking about the Founders Club and the June bonus that's happening, and really exemplifying the team and how you and Mohammed are so open to hearing from leader suggestions, giving them a voice at the table, voting on new things that are coming in, and really exemplifying that. So your timing is impeccable. That's what we've covered.
Well, I'll say that if you're on this call, your timing is impeccable. I think we're all here at the right place at the right time.
Absolutely, guys. Well, there you have it. And what we're going to do is we're going to stay on board, but the meeting was based and more focused on for the leadership, for my guys. These are great guys, great influencers, and we wanted to share the Founders Club. We wanted to share a little bit of the promotion for July. We wanted to share the long-term vision, the future of planting the seed today so that in 3 to 5 years, while it catches momentum, they'll have a tree-bearing fruit, a fruit-bearing tree that can last a lifetime and residual income that them and their families can enjoy. So guys, there it is, EazyBot. Plant the seed today. Get on that Founders Club, and you will have a great future. I'm gonna stop this recording because we also have a great giveaway. We're giving away 1 free VIP and 3 advanced memberships. So that's gonna be an exciting part of this, but we're gonna stop the recording to just do some Q&A. So there you guys have it. And just like I always say, love you, God bless you, mic drop. All right, let me just stop the recording real quick, and then we'll move into some Q&A here. Let's see. Give me 1 second.